Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading for the 19th of November 2025. It's going to be general, so please take the bits that resonate and let the rest go. And yes, welcome in the high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings and spirit guides and our higher souls as well to assist with this reading. Okay, Gemini, let's see. There we go. The Six of Swords. And it's looking like you are moving to calmer waters. Maybe you are moving into some states of consciousness that are nice and calming. Maybe you're doing some meditation. Maybe you are moving your environment. Maybe you're changing your living situation, or maybe, you could even be changing your job. Maybe you're doing moving as well. But this card also speaks of, other people also being affected by this change or this move or this transition. Okay. Yeah, and it's mostly positive. Oh, here we have a Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, and this has not happened without some careful thought and consideration. Or maybe you're actually just thinking about this idea and you're wondering if it's going to be worth it, worth moving or changing your thing, whatever you're going to be doing. Maybe you're looking at examining how far you've come with maybe a project or, yeah. I think just in a nutshell, it's sort of looking like you're thinking about making a move of sorts and you're wondering if it's going to be worth it. Let's have a look. Wow, this is definitely movement. Eight of Wands. Boom. So I think your subconscious or your higher self is wanting this move, Gemini. Okay, let's see what else we have. The Queen of Swords. Yes, she is, here to support you. And maybe you've made a decision just recently. But you're kind of coming at it from a heart and mind. It's not just an intellectual decision. It's been, an emotional decision as well. That has been fueled by your heart space, and you're coming at this from a higher consciousness, from a broader perspective. Okay. King of Wands. Yeah, so, at the moment, you're looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Wow, confidence plus coming in here, happiness as well. A lot of joy. Yeah. Interesting thing is that King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are facing one another here. So whatever you decide to do, or whatever the decision you're thinking of making here, Gemini, it's going to lead to, I guess, more empowerment for you. It's going to help you to feel stronger. Okay. Or there will certainly be positives to be gained from the decision, is what I'm also getting from that. The Moon. Yeah, I think you're looking at, if there are things that are holding you in place or things that are keeping you where you are, I think you're really examining your subconscious here now as well. You're really kind of just going, what's truth for you? You're asking yourself what's true and what's an illusion. Like, are there some things that have been a bit illusionary or fantastical, or, because sometimes, yeah, the word fantasy has just come into my mind as well. So maybe there have been, some things that are a bit illusionary. Here we have the Three of Cups. So you have a lot of support around you. Positive support, Gemini, for this. And wow, beautiful, emotional, overflowing cup. A lot of love, unconditional love here. Source, spirit connection. It's very interesting because, this is something that you've been looking for. And spirit or your higher self is sort of saying, yeah, move towards that. Okay, move towards it. Let's have a look. Wow, Four of Pentacles. But don't forget to protect your energy as well. Yeah. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Wow, some three of swords. Some healing, I think, is, you know, and maybe whatever you are thinking about here, maybe, and you know, this could be that you're thinking about your subconscious. You're probably thinking a lot about your conditioning in your childhood and some healing, maybe some things that went on in your past that have affected your life, your adult life. And maybe you're really looking at those things closely now. And maybe you're sort of thinking that, yeah, that you feel like you need to move towards something that's going to be more joyful. Okay. You're wanting to move towards your happy inner child. Okay. There's a lot of cards supporting this idea here. Now, this doesn't have to be a change of location. It can simply be a change of mind, a change of focus, a change of heart. Maybe there's some things that you've transmuted and let go of, you know. And yeah, because sometimes people can sort of be conditioned to be, in terms of survival, this is what our conditioning talks about. Okay, the subconscious talks about survival. And you'll be able to discern for yourself, Gemini, which one you are. And that is that some people are conditioned to be overly receptive because other people's energies around them growing up have sort of been dominant, and they've sort of tended to believe that they need to receive all of those energies or succumb to those energies. Okay. Or you've been, in terms of survival, you've had to dominate or be overly masculine and overly projective. And sometimes we seesaw between one or the other. Okay, Gemini, and I feel like you've experienced both of these. This is actually your card here, by the way, Gemini. And yeah, the healing can sort of come where, instead of going from one extreme to the other, like being very masculine, projective and out there, or being, you know, really feminine and submissive and nurturing and receptive. Okay. The healing comes when you sort of, I guess, well, this is definitely a very healed energy. Sometimes we do need to sort of protect our energy so we can come back into balance. This is also like earth and spirit here. This card's interesting because it sort of looks like it's to do with material and financial issues, but it can also be to do with balancing your energy and aligning it, because this is the crown chakra, heart chakra, and this is like the earth star chakra here. So it's about really bringing your spiritual being into focus and into alignment. Here you have the beautiful Ace of Cups, which is real spirit connection. Okay, Gemini, I feel like your higher self is really on board at the moment, but it's definitely saying to you that your happy inner child is coming. This is the near future. It's coming to you. It's going to be, you're going to feel it within you and you're going to express it more. You also have this, I keep coming back to these things here because this is almost like your own feminine aspect and your own masculine aspect, and you have the two in balance here. Okay, this is just something recently that you've kind of worked out, and now you're kind of moving into a little more empowerment with it, or a little more like, yeah, let's manifest things out in the world now. So this could be a reading about you, you know, literally getting out there a little more, Gemini, if you haven't been already. What should we clarify first? Let's look at the center. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. You're definitely going through an evaluation process at the moment. Let's see if it's to do with, it might be to do with you know, happiness as well. Spirit connection. Even, you know, like your creativity, your intuition. Okay, I'm just going to take one off the top now. 9 of Pentacles. This is about, it's sort of about your independence, Gemini. Okay. You're thinking about how you're going to be able to be, I guess, independent, but also interdependent. So, yeah. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles as well. So you're wanting to kind of really work wholeheartedly at something here, Gemini. And maybe this is, you know, a relocation for work purposes that you're really considering here. Okay. This is movement. Okay, there's a lot of things that are changing for you. That's what I get from here as well. Let's clarify the 3 of Swords. I think you're looking to definitely work whole-souled, to be a very similar theme to, who did we just have? Taurus, or Aries, working more whole-souled. But I think feeling really connected, this is like your higher self manifestation coming through, I feel. The Sun and the Ace of Cups is just like such high frequency. We have here the 5 of Wands. We were to clarify, sorry, the Knight of Wands, to clarify the healing energy here, or if there's some hurt that you're still experiencing. And this is really to, rather than dwelling on that hurt, is to really start activating your passions here. You know, activating your passions will be part of your healing process for you, Gemini. Okay. To give yourself permission to activate your passions, to be passionate, to be inspired, to work at something that you get fulfillment and happiness from, is part of your healing process. What are we clarifying? Let's clarify the moon, because that's always a little obscure, isn't it? It is the shining light in the darkness, but let's have a look. Okay, we're taking one off the top. 3 of Cups, which was the next card to follow. So, you know, if finding like-minded people has been a bit of a challenge for you, Gemini, this is something that is going to be overcome, and that will, I guess, the truth of the power of this will make itself known to you once things start dropping in, because we literally have the moon, you know, surrounded by the 3 of Cups energy, which is really positive, loving, caring. I really like these. I've actually got stars up there as well. And there's stars, of course, in the moon card. Well, that's implied that the moon is a star or whatever. Maybe not necessarily, but the heavenly bodies, or, you know, the looking at the astral, you know, outer space realms, maybe looking at past lives, galactic past lives, if you want to go right out there. You know, looking to the stars as well. And here we have the Hangman. Yeah, so this is also about surrendering to your personal truth. I think if you're talking about the moon, this is like separating, you know, sorting out what's an illusion and what isn't. So often, you know, if we've been conditioned into certain things for our survival growing up, in some ways, those things may or may not be in alignment with our true self, our true nature. Because sometimes the survival mechanism, or all those things that we start doing to survive, are not necessarily those things that we would choose to do to help us to feel joy and happiness. Okay. So it's really about surrendering more into the joy here. Here we have it. Surrendering into the joy, the sun and the moon in the reading. Oh, now it makes sense. This is about, you know, your conscious mind and your subconscious. Okay. Conscious by the sun and subconscious, the moon. So Gemini, you're literally going through this process of your subconscious is becoming more conscious. And as that happens, you're realizing those aspects of your subconscious or your conditioning, what will serve you moving forward, what will allow you to feel happiness and joy, and what is sort of not really going to help that process. And this could be here what you're coming into an awareness of is, you know, I mean, to contrast, if this is just survival, okay, this is the joy and the bliss. Okay, or we could say this is survival, and the Knight of Wands is really passion and expressing your creativity, your intuition, your spirituality, okay, your happiness and your joy here. So I think this reading for you, Gemini, is about moving beyond survival. And you're really looking to work in a new way here, very similar to the last reading, but you're moving towards something. You've got a lot of things in the wings. Here we have the King of Swords as well. You have the King of Wands and the King of Swords. You also have the Queen of Swords. So we have, you know, divine counterparts in your reading here, but about higher consciousness. Okay, so really, yeah, a lot of higher consciousness, really spiritual energies coming through. If you hear beautiful Ace of Cups as well, Gemini. Yeah, so I hope that's been helpful. Look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a great week. And, you know, you're thinking about some stuff here. You're thinking about changing something, but to remember to, you know, just keep focusing on your joy, okay, and balancing out your survival with some joy stuff as well. Look forward to our next one. In the meantime, have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Oops.